Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin. Y'all already know I got you guys with all the breakout stuff in the whole wide world. So one of the questions I've been getting is how to beat the gatekeepers. So there's a bunch of different gatekeepers. I'm gonna go through it this time. I made a video previously, but 2K already patched that method, so we're gonna have to do it a whole different way. I'll hopefully be giving you guys the triple threat method, the clutch method, and the full lineup method. All I need from you guys is to smash that like button and subscribe. And I guess we'll begin with the 90s and all time. I think those are the two harder ones in my opinion. The 90s gatekeepers are troublesome, as well as that old time something different. Like, you guys think the special one is special? Nah, that special gatekeeper is cake according to these. So first things first, don't be ashamed to use your free agent lineup. There's a reason we have these cards. Your team might not be the greatest, it might not, and I've had pretty bad teams while I was doing these, especially like the special gatekeepers, but I was able to do it because of kind of the way I was playing, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. But I really want to emphasize that your free agents are here for this. Like, I literally was fine using my Kevin Durant because he uses his Hall of Fame badges. He has those. KAREEM has Hall of Fame badges, so I don't mind them disappearing, wasting their games, as long as I get the top prize. So the method for all these games are simple, right? It's very simple. It's a lot of pick and rolls, especially high, but even when you do that, it doesn't always work out, right? It really comes down to defense, praying. Yes, that's what you got to do, because you can't get stops all the time. You guys saw that we got to stop, but we're playing against this Michael Jordan, and Michael hits tough shots. I'm gonna be showing you guys a lot of bloopers before we get into this, because I completely understand y'all frustration. I really do. I understand all that, but basically you're looking for mismatches, and look, it's not always like that. Like, Jordan was able to stop us on KAREEM, which is really frustrating. We're gonna play great defense, right? We try to play on ball usually works the best, but they still score, and that stuff is super frustrating. It's all about just being patient. I think that's the most important thing. You want to score every single time. I think if you don't score every time, you're gonna be in trouble. And on defense, you want to show. I think you as the shower is a lot better than the CPU showing, so you're gonna want to switch off and on a lot. That way you can contest a lot of these shots, and whenever you have a lane, you take it. And that's how you get the 90s edition deluxe. I completely showed y'all nothing. I get it, I showed y'all nothing, and there's a reason for that. You're probably wondering what that reason is, and I'm just gonna be real with y'all. It's because all the games are the same. We're gonna go into a clutch game against the 1990s real quick, and you're gonna see that the method is exactly the same no matter what you play. It's the same stuff, doesn't matter your team. I'm gonna run this squad, which isn't the greatest, not the worst, but not the greatest. And I quickly want to say there is an error filter, because somebody was complaining to me how bad the eyesight is playing these games. You guys can turn this error filter off so you don't have to play in like that old school vibe. Here is the beautiful 90s gatekeepers. I think this is one of the better teams out there because it's so beautiful defensively. It's very hard to attack, but with my method, I never lost to this team. I've never lost to pretty much any of them, maybe once, but that's where you making sure you have no losses heading into that final game is important. Do not lose to some of the other teams. Make sure you have losses to give, because it might take you a game or two to figure these guys out. Now for these games, you have to be like literally locked in. You gotta pretend this is a 250k qualifiers. I'm completely joking, honestly, but like seriously, you gotta pay attention. They're not gonna miss a lot of shots. They're really not. You gotta be as aggressive as possible. I think aggressiveness works really well against them, and if you get stops, you gotta push. That's your best chance without a doubt. I've played these teams enough times to tell you that me actually guarding them myself makes it so much easier. Whenever I let the CPU do it, it was just bad. Like, there's no reason we should get into foul trouble there or whatever, fouling them and giving them free points. If you're not the best at playing defense and all that, practice. You have a lot of games till you get here. You do, and I'll basically just quickly let you guys know that you just gotta run pick and rolls to death. I'm gonna go back to say the first thing I did when I came up the court is I hit right on the D-pad and turned on my freelance. In your offensive settings, you're gonna want to set up your freelance and pick one of the 5-out ones, either 5-out, comp, bucks. I used the bucks one. Basically, you want to set that up to kind of clear the space, because if you don't, you're gonna see all these guys kind of bunched up in the middle, and you're never gonna have a clean drive. From there, you guys saw I called the pick and roll. I took it to the rim. As long as I see that I kind of have a step there, I'm taking it up. Now, don't be like me and make sure you hit your free throws. I was able to do that off the jump. I'll try to be aggressive with Scott Skiles. Not a great point guard, but I was trying my best. You'll see here, like a lot of times, I'm switching on and off. I want to make sure I'm there enough to contest, because you contest way better. Trust me. The CPU don't like to contest on the CPU. Don't rush too fast. If you don't have an opening, you always reset. You always call for a pick. You always do that. If you don't have it, you reset. Trust me, you don't want to turn the ball over. I'm literally showing you guys it slow-mo just so you guys can see that I was doing nothing else but that, and it doesn't always work. And I consider every time I don't score to be fine as long as I learn. So I'm learning. I'm taking the time in the first 2 minutes or so. I'm calling different screens. Right here, I'm calling a screen to see if Carl, I scored on Carl the first time, and I take it to his chest again, and it works again. Trust me, I know that wasn't the best look, and look at that setback. If I was there controlling that, he probably doesn't hit that. But so far, what I learned is Karl Malone's not a great defender at the rim. He hasn't been able to stop me, so I'm calling for that screen again. I'm calling for my power forward to come through, and I'm attacking that. The moment you figure out their weakest defender, you attack them over and over again. I'm going fast through these so I can show y'all different game modes, so it's not the same one over and over again. I kind of wanted to focus on this team, the all-time. I think all-time is the hardest for sure, and I actually think triple threat all-time is one of the harder ones to score in, even though 5v5 might not be it. But at least in the 5v5, you will find the weakness. You might not see it, but keep trying to attack different ones. They're not as good as you really think they are. This team, however, is prime example of high pick and rolls. Kareem's a little slower, right? I'd see that, so I'm gonna try my best to attack. I got lucky with the goaltending there. There was zero reason for me to go up on that. Usually I'm trying to make sure Michael gets caught on the screen because I want T-Mac to go. I'm not gonna mention how hard this team is to stop because they're really hard to stop, but as long as they can't stop me, I got this. And you guys see I'm not using anyone special. This is Amethyst LeBron James right there. This team 1000% had me sweating, bro. This was one of the hardest games I've had to play out here this year. It's mainly because I was unable to get stops. I felt like in the special gatekeepers, you get some stops. Here, it didn't matter what I was doing. They would always score. And that's why I had to make Kareem work. Kareem had to work. He wasn't going to help. He wasn't going to get beat. I know I sound like a broken record, but trust me, that's really all it is. Attacking the weakest link, you gotta do it. It really is nothing else to do, man. Just do that. There's a reason I'm using Tracy McGrady. We all have Tracy. Trust that. Look, I know Kareem's not a great shooter, so I'm trying to also be there to help. Doesn't work. It's 99% not gonna work. You're not gonna stop this team. That's why you got to keep doing the cheesy stuff and scoring back. Bang. Where are you, Kareem? Not here. Thank you. Come again. With the regular special gatekeepers, it's a lot easier because they actually have a really bad player on both sides of the teams. Like whether it's that Kyrie you keep attacking, whether that Booker, that Dirk, those guys aren't that good. Bro, that Jason Tatum is nothing compared to these guys. Trust me when I say that. I could literally show you guys endless gameplay against those regular gatekeepers, smacking them over and over again. This Kyrie is a liability. It's tough against the other teams, but I swear I don't change anything I do, man. Attack JT and Kyrie. Trust they can't stop you. One of my favorite pick and rolls to call. Look, you click L1 and you call for who you want. So X, I would hold it, and then my point guard is gonna come up, and yo, we put the point guard in the pick and roll. I started taking advantage of that so heavy. Look at this. Look, you put Kyrie in the pick. Guess what? If I don't have it, I'm resetting. I'm calling it again. Be slow. The lower scoring the game is, I said this before, the lower scoring the game is, the more it benefits you. You don't want this score to be high. If it's high, you're gonna get beat. You will not, I repeat, will not be able to outshoot this team. But with the game slowed down, they get out the flow as well. You just gotta keep showing, like, yo, if they're playing bad, they're gonna continue to play bad. Once they're on, they're on. You're not gonna stop them ever in your lives, in your wildest imaginations. That was a really bad pass there. I had somebody open in the corner, I didn't give it, and that's fine. You don't do stuff like that. Play smart. Like, there's no reason I should have gave up and one. I should have let him score. Little dumb decisions like that could cost you a game. I've played this game enough to tell you guys I know everything that happens. The dumbest things happen. You see right here, look, I gave up a 3-point foul. I've given up a 4-point foul. I've seen crazy stuff happen time and time again. But as long as you're locked in, you got this. I promise you that. I hope all those methods will help you guys out. Please make sure you share this with anyone else that you think it could help. Really, just making sure you have no losses till the end helps a ton. Honestly, boards have been really dry for me lately. I know they've been dry for a lot of people, but I've seen them been hot for so many. I just seen a picture of Kevin Durant on boards today, Moses Malone on boards today. It's actually crazy. The LeBron I saw Wade. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's stuff out here. If you do find anything, please send it to me. I love looking at that stuff. I love doing my analyses. And I'm probably going to finish out this board just in case, because I'm not taking this 90 plus more than likely. I'm not playing an all-time gatekeeper for 90 plus. I might find something in between here that I like a little more. I doubt it, but you never know. With all that said, best of luck to you guys. For real, don't be intimidated by any of these teams. Trust your process, trust your vision, trust everything y'all about. You actually don't even really have to use warps. If you're like just going through that first board over and over again, you might find pink diamonds. You never know. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. It's been your boy Mosballin. Y'all know the drill, and Ballin out.